Hello YouTubers, this is I think the last on this masterpiece here. What we did today is make this piece. So first you had to cut it off, then we had a 3-inch piece, so we had to cut a long piece through here and then cut this angle and bore this hole to 1 inch because that goes on there. Drill that and tap that. Drill this part oversized, tap that for that. That clamps on this so you have a shaft, so you have a fine adjustment. And we made a wooden think it'll work thing, and we just a little bit of changes to it, but not much. Just this little angle here is about all that changed. So I'm gonna set you down and put this thing on. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. Yeah, I think you can see that there. Then we'll put it on and show you where it goes. Don't have the tripod down here, so I'm a little unprepared. That goes in there. That goes in there. That goes in there. You can see the stop in here. So what you do is you tighten this top bolt on here, which tightens it onto this shaft. And then with this bolt here, you can fine tune it in anywhere you want once it's tightened on that shaft. So you do your set and get your piece of whatever you want to do and get it set, and then you start locking all this stuff down to where you want to go. So that's one thing we're working on down here, or finished with down here. Now I'll show you what the second thing we're working on is the Detroit generator here. So that's what this is. That's what we kind of made this tank for, or repaired that tank for. I got to get a couple fuel lines for here and here, and this is the restrictor, because on a Detroit you have that restrictor on the return, so it doesn't so it builds the right amount of pressure. We got to mount an alternator on here, which I got a new alternator in the box down there. Then Jeffrey's going to rewire this to try to figure out the wiring on it. The biggest problem with that is the wiring diagram. There was actually a mouse got in there somehow, and he done took out half the wiring diagram. So that might be a.
You're set for
480 volts. He got it with a magnifying glass. That's what this is. It's a little 253 Detroit 20 thing. We cut this off of it here. There was a bunch of nonsense on it here. You can see in a past video of that. We've cut this off. I'm going to put a piece of plastic in there and put mount the battery in this area here. So I got to come down tomorrow with a battery, and then I guess a couple short cables to go to there. So that'll take care of that. Then we got to get the alternator. We're going to put an alternator on, and we're not going to run it off the alternator in this thing, but you probably could, because we got to get something on this water pump. So it drives off the cam. I don't think you can see it in there. Drives off the cam up to the alternator down to the water pump. So it drives all those. So that's where we're at on this. Hopefully, and we got to work on the exhaust. Do some kind of exhaust work on it tomorrow a little bit. Then I'll go down and show you the Blockmaster. The first cut of the Blockmaster. Look at him just laying back, doing nothing. Hey, you gave me a thumbs up? That means I'll make a lot more money, I hope. Quitting time. Yeah, it is quitting time. I didn't get down here too early. I'm kind of the second shift. I'm not too much of getting out of bed early in the morning. I ain't good at that. Of course, I stay up to 2 o'clock at night, and that might be some of the problem. Now, he's changing this around. This is the first cut. This is the first cut. I can't get in there to... There, you can kind of see it. But it's not smooth enough for him. I guess you can't see it that way. This is a cast iron. I forget who made this. He told me, oh, Sharp, somebody Sharp. But you can see the lines in here just aren't quite smooth enough for him. You can't feel it, but you can see it. So these things here, I'll set you down there, get adjusted in and out, up and down. Get adjusted both ways. Now what he's going to do is he is going to change, because it's feeding too fast. This is for, I guess, a quick surface. I mean, when you put the straight edge, here's a straight edge on it. When you put the straight edge on it wrong way. Now this is a straight edge. Whoops. When you put the straight edge on there, there's a little bit of crud there, but there's no light coming between that anywhere. Might appear it, but it ain't. So it's pretty straight that way. And remember, this is supposed to be curved this way a little bit, but no light came through it on that way either. And no light came on it corner to corner unless I got crud under there. So that's pretty daggone flat. But it still cut too fast for him, didn't leave a clean enough surface. So what he's going to do is he's going to cut this shaft off up here, and he's already ordered this thing here. Okay, so he's going to put a motor on it with a frequency drive on it, so he can frequency driving dial any speed of feed he wants. So that's what he's up to next. And that's pretty good. That's blocking it up to get it to the height you need. Quite a contraption. He didn't have any real way to hold it down. He's still getting going, so a couple straps, and those are pretty daggone tight. So that's pretty pretty. Anyhow, that's where we're at down here. That's where we're at upstairs. That's where we're at on those goofy little things we're making. So that's over and out. Hope you liked it. Hit the thumbs up. Jeffrey gave me a thumbs up. And we'll see you maybe tomorrow. We might have that Detroit going. So over and out. We'll see you. Bye-bye.